Welcome to a special edition of the Neon Jazz and Famous Interviews with Joe Dimino series. On this episode, we had the honor and privilege to talk with the Major League legend and Dwight "Doc" Gooden. He was in Kansas City at the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum on September 9th, 2023 as part of a new induction class honoring a stellar career in baseball. We caught up with him during the press conference activities to talk about his new honor and upcoming honors, along with highlights of a stellar career that has brought so much good. And as the great Bob Kendrick noted, he should be in Cooperstown. It was all a dream for this journalist to speak with Doc. A small letter to the Kansas City Star back in 1989 talking about the need to forgive and extolling the virtues of not only this pitcher and Dwight Gooden, but a man with a golden heart, resulting in a journalistic career. They say to never meet your heroes, but for me it's the opposite. I have more admiration and respect for Mr. Gooden than I thought I ever would. Enjoy this moment in time honoring a wonderful human and legendary pitcher.
Mr. Gooden, how are you? Nice to meet you, man. So, you've gone through so many things in your career. You're here for the Hall of Game. Your number's getting retired next year. What does this mean for you right now?
Oh, it's crazy. First I talked about my dad being here to share the moment with him, but I got to understand my kids are here. The show's for my kids, grandkids, great-grandkids now.
Absolutely.
Definitely an honor and privilege. And like you say, when you go through so many different things, you don't know if these things are going to happen. I heard about the jersey first being retired next year. And then like a week later, Bob called me and said, hey, we want to induct you into the Hall of Game in Kansas City.
Yeah.
I said, you got to be kidding me. I thought it was a prank call. Because about the Negro League, but I didn't know the induct players until I didn't know that, to be honest with you. I to know that and to talk to Bob, who I've known for many years, in the Buccaneers in the 90s, they used to come around to Shea Stadium and sit there and just talk. So to be in here and being Bob and be inducted here with so many great players before my time and all that, just very humbling and surreal. I'm just tickled to death with this.
Absolutely. I read your bio recently, and that no-hitter you threw in New York and the way it was described, how you were thinking about getting on the plane and you stayed. Was that, when you think about that, that has to be surreal.
No doubt about it, because my dad, he taught me baseball, and he was going to have open heart surgery the next day, and he had been on dialysis for 15 years. And, you know the story, but I was supposed to go home. I had my plane ticket, and that morning I just thought he'll probably want me to pitch. And I called Joe Torre, who's the manager, and told him to come in and pitch. I said, no, go home, be with your dad. I said, no, I'll be in the pitch. And they said, all right, we'll see you tonight. And the next call was to my mom, which didn't go to her. I said, no, you have to be here. My dad needs your support. All the families will be here. This is very, very serious. There's no question about it. You're going to be on that plane. I'm going to meet you at the airport. And I actually ended up hanging up with my mom because she was making me feel so guilty.
Yeah.
Then the pitch no-hitter that day. And the first swing is, you stand between the walkway of the dugout and the clubhouse, tearing up sometimes, not knowing if he's going to pull through. And then even like a bike paddle earlier in that year, Yankee was trying to decide whether to release me or sit me down because I started 0-3.
Yeah.
David Cole got the aneurysm. Got back on to, but then at the end of the game, the players that came out the field, all I could think about, is Dad gonna be okay? Last year I was suspended for baseball. One of this year I was benched, knocked on the hill. All the great players go to the stadium. Get a ball from the game and take it to the hospital the next day. My dad's on life support. The doctor said he did see the game. After they had the one tear, they gave him the ball. They made homie pass away, but the last game was to a pitch. Was that no-hitter. And it's weird, dude, because he taught me all the history of the game. And he, growing up in the 60s, we had the black and white TV. Did the one game a week on Saturdays with Joe Dimino. Did the games on the radio. So he'll have his beer and chips. I got my cookies and juice, and he's watching the game, listening on the radio. So if he was here for today, for this moment, I don't know if you can. I only see my dad cry twice. But his mom passed away, and when I told him I was making the team, spring training. I'm sure today he's probably the definitely.
Absolutely. Well, when you make it to Cooperstown, I've never been there. I'm going to go up there. I want to see it. I've always loved your career, man. This has been an extreme honor. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in to another Neon Jazz and Famous Interviews with Joe Dimino episode, where we cover the world of sports, art, literature, business, spirituality, music, and more from around the globe. One fine day, Doc Gooden will make it into the baseball shrine in Cooperstown, and I will be there for my very first visit. Huge thanks to Bob Kendrick and the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum for the honor of being able to speak with Dr. K. As always, thanks again for listening, and until next time.